Hello, Feuzion. My name is Alex Fuse, the host of Feuzion News, and we have another big show for you right now. I'm on the phone with Glens Falls star football and basketball player and also Syracuse basketball commit, Joe Girard III. Joe, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So, Joe, we want to talk about the football team is playing Marlboro this upcoming week. How big of a game is this for Glens Falls?
It's a huge game. This is the game where we ended our season last year. So basically the goal of this year wasn't necessarily to, you just want to go in and win every game. You want to win a sectional championship. You want to, have a first place division. And then obviously you want to win a state championship. But our main focus right now is to avenge the loss from last year. I think last year's team kind of got complacent. We thought we could just go into every game and win. But we got shown up that game. And, hopefully this year we can go in there, avenge it for the seniors last year, avenge it for the people who were on the team last year, and, make a trip to the zone.
How, you look at the great teams that you have beat all season long. Can you pinpoint one of your favorite games from this past season?
I don't really I think the best games we played are when we had the best practices. And, I've been telling the guys that we got to keep it up. Our best practices, I think, were week 1 when we played Schuylerville, and then, the sectional final game. And those 2 games were pretty good outcomes for us. So, I've been trying to harp to these guys that, when we have the practice, we usually play pretty good on the Fridays or Saturdays. So, our practices have had a lot of energy now. And, moving forward in the postseason, you got to have that in order to win. So, I'd say that the sectional final game was probably where we started clicking the most. And, hopefully it's carried us through this last game, and hopefully it'll carry us through this game on Saturday as well.
Joe, we've been doing these type of interviews on my show for the past 3 football, basketball seasons, and now, of course, you going to Syracuse next year. What has been your biggest thing you can take away from your high school playing football and basketball?
Just being tough. Glens Falls has always been known for toughness. A lot of the times people see it a different way. A lot of times people think we're cocky, but a lot of times what we've been preaching taught here is to be confident and be tough. We just go out on the field, we try and play our game, we listen to what the coaches tell us to do, and when we do that, we've been successful. A lot of times when we go out there and we try and do our own thing, it's when we get on the wrong side of things. So when we go out there and listen to the coaches, play for each other, do things for each other is when we're pretty good. So, going to Syracuse, I just want to have the winning mentality that I brought here to Glens Falls and had here in Glens Falls, and I guess just win a lot of games is something that I've done in Glens Falls, and hopefully I can do it in Syracuse, win a few ACC championships, a few national championships, and have a successful career there.
What does the 2 words Glens Falls mean to you?
Glens Falls is at a huge place, in my heart, obviously. I've had a lot of opportunities to go to prep schools, had a lot of opportunities to, leave Glens Falls, but never once did it really cross my mind to do that. A lot of my friends, a lot of my family live here. I've grown up playing a lot of sports with these guys, and quite frankly, if I went to war with anybody else today, I don't know if I really feel the same. I always love playing with these guys. I'd do anything for them, and it wouldn't really make sense for me to, especially this year, leave my senior year. There's 1 more year left. There's no point in me not playing football. I wouldn't want to let these guys down, and that's basically why I've stayed here, and why I've continued playing both sports as well.
Joe, high school basketball coming up right around the corner. Obviously, you are focused on football right now, but I know basketball has to be in the back of your mind. How excited are you for this upcoming basketball season?
I'm really excited. We only lost 2 guys last year, so we got a lot of really, whole starting 5s back. We've added some new pieces as well with some kids who, sat out a little bit the last few years, but we've added those guys back, and I think we should be really better and a pretty big team this year. We'll be going down to City Palms Classic down in December to play a few games there and showcase games. They invited me and my team, so that should be pretty fun this year. And then, obviously just trying to win another sectional championship, win another finals championship, and hopefully, make a run in the playoffs. So I'm really excited for this year. 1 more shot at it with my guys, and there'll be no better way to go out than to win as many times as we can.
We'll switch gears now and talk about your decision to go to Syracuse. You had a lot of teams reaching out to you that wanted you to bring your talent to their college basketball team. Was it hard making the decision to pick Syracuse?
Yes, definitely been the hardest decision of my life. Like you said, I had a lot of great programs, a lot of great people, and a lot of great teams who have offered me to play, offered me a scholarship to play for them. But it came down to, I guess, my comfort level with Coach Bernheim and the rest of the Syracuse staff, and just the players in general. It also goes back to Glens Falls. These guys here in Glens Falls have supported me a lot. And, there's no easier place for them to continue to support me than down in Syracuse. And I know that the fans there at Syracuse are the best fans in the country. And, they sell their games all the time. 30,000 people just sitting there in the dome screaming and yelling. And, it's a hometown school. There's nothing like playing for your hometown, nothing like having the people behind you, and nothing like playing for a coach like Coach Boeheim and, the program like Syracuse.
Did you feel any pressure that you had to pick the New York school with Syracuse?
No, there's no pressure. A lot of the time, I was just having fun with the recruiting process. I think my parents were starting to get stressed a little bit, but I had a really great time. Me and all the legendary coaches, all the great kids on the teams, and all the just learning about all the new schools and all the programs. So, there wasn't really pressure for me, especially just making a decision. But in the end, the decision had to be made, and I feel I've made the best one, and I'm really excited to be wearing orange.
Joe, it's funny. I'm here over at Dean College, about 3 hours from Albany, New York, and about 2 or 3.5 hours from Glens Falls. And the dean of students here at Dean College, I had a conversation with him. He actually graduated from Syracuse. And I was like, oh, have you heard of Joe Girard III? And he's like, have I heard of him? I was hoping that he would pick Syracuse. And I'm like, well, I actually, have interviewed him before, and I've, met him a few times. And he's like, get out. So it's funny that the dean of students here is a big fan of yours and a big fan of Syracuse. And he wanted me to ask you, what's one thing you're looking forward to most about playing for Syracuse?
That's actually a really funny story, but I think that's I guess the tradition of Syracuse basketball. It's kind of like a broad answer, but it's just going into it. They've won a lot. They've won national championships. Like I said here, Glens Falls, they've won a state championship in football, won a few sectional championships at both sports. So, I've won a lot. But I hope I can do the same thing at Syracuse. I know I'll be able to do that with people and players around me. I'm also going into the communications and broadcasting school as well. So maybe you give me a few tips there, and hopefully I'll have a great time while I'm there.
Yeah, maybe you can have your own podcast. Talk some college basketball, college football, whatever you want there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's what I'm looking forward to do. I've always loved sports, and I wanted to find a career and major where I could do that.
Yeah, Joe, you bring up a great career, and Syracuse is one of the best communication schools in the whole country. And when you look at just their track record, these top guys have come out of Syracuse, and you'll be working with some of the best instructors and professors at that college in communications, and maybe you'll be able to provide some color commentary to the broadcast as well, and do some post-game interviews and everything.
Yeah, that's what like I said, I've always been a fan of just sports in general, not just the ones I play, but just sports in general. And like you said, Mike Tirico's come out of there, a few other great guys who are national names now who are commentators and broadcasters. So maybe after the games, the Newhouse, I'm pretty sure the director of Newhouse does call some of the games for football and basketball. So after the games, you never know. Maybe I'll get on there and let me call the shots. But in the end, I'm just trying to get a good education and get good basketball as well. And there's nothing better than going to play for a program like that and studying in the best communication school in the country.
Mm-hmm. Joe, last question I have for you before we wrap up this interview: what has been one of the biggest takeaways throughout your whole high school career at Glens Falls?
I just think the people I've met, like I said, throughout the whole recruiting process, I've met a lot of legendary coaches, a lot of great players who played in the NBA, and even just in AAU, you play against the best competition all the time. Growing up in Glens Falls, obviously Jimmer Fredette, he's been a great mentor for me. He's killing it right now. And then, people like Kevin Herter, who's from Shannon, who played at the same AAU program as me. Was a lottery pick, plays in the NBA right now. And then, just in general, I think just meeting people and, hearing what everybody has to say, and, just listening and taking it all in and, helping me be a better person and a better player.
Joe, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come on my show today. It's always a pleasure getting the time to talk with you. And if I don't get to talk to you before you go to Syracuse, I wish you the best of luck and good luck against the this upcoming weekend for your football team as well, and good luck this basketball season.
Appreciate it. It's always a great time.
All right. Thank you again for coming on today.
All right. See ya.
All right, Feuzion, just heard it from the one, the only Joe Girard III from Glens Falls. He is having a big upcoming weekend for high school football as the Glens Falls quarterback. Make sure you are a subscriber of Feuzion News. I want to say thank you for tuning in today and listening along with myself and Joe Girard III, Syracuse basketball commit. Once again, be sure to follow me on Twitter @AlexFeuz, and I will be seeing you very soon. Thanks for listening.